Hi, welcome to ShortSalesAutomatic.com. My name is Randall McClear. I'm here with Joaquin Caballero. This is the landing page for Premier Mitigation Services LLC, your one-stop shop for negotiating short sales all around the country. What we wanted to do today is make this brief video for you so that we could answer some of the most common questions that we get from realtors all around the country whenever we send out a marketing piece or we tell anybody what we do. They all call us and they all tell us or ask us pretty much the exact same question. So I hope this video helps. We're going to do this in interview style, pretend a little bit of role play. I'm one of you guys calling in. I'm a realtor, so.
And I'm Joaquin. I'll be myself.
All right, perfect. Well, Joaquin, I just got this thing in the mail saying that you guys do short sale negotiations. Okay. It said on here you can send me an offer. Can I just go ahead and get that offer? Can you shoot that over to me, and then I'll keep working on the short sale myself?
Well, Randall, that's a good question. We are an investment company. We do own our own investment company outside of Premier Mitigation Services. However, that's not what we do. Premier Mitigation Services is a negotiations company first and foremost. So we would like to work this file as a negotiations file. Now, the initial offer that we send out is used not only as an investment tool, because we are investors. We do go after short sales all across the country, but our offer that we send out is not expected to be approved just because it's so low. As investors, we have a pretty strict investment criteria. So, no, we can't simply send you an offer, but if you would like to explore the opportunity to work with us as a negotiations company, we'd love to do that.
Okay, okay. All right, well, that being said, if I'm going to work with you guys, what kind of information do I need to get you from my seller?
That's a good question. You can simply send us the file, the information of the file, and we can send you a short sale package. In a week or two, we are actually going to have a downloadable file on this very website that you can just click on and get the information. Basic information we'll need to start the process.
Okay, so download that, and then once I get that information, it'll answer all the questions that I need to actually submit the file.
Exactly.
Okay, and then once that file's submitted, what happens then? You generate the package for me?
Exactly, yeah, you're not going to have to download any kind of paperwork. Once you submit the file to us, meaning information, when I say file, basically the property address, basic stuff like that, is there a foreclosure date? Mm-hmm. Once we get that information, it's real easy for us to compile your short sale package, which will have all the information that you just sent to us merged into our forms. And that's sent to you via email or fax, whatever you prefer. And then you can review it, take it to your local attorney, take it to your broker, and make sure that you're comfortable with it before moving forward.
Okay. Now, so what happens if I miss a piece of the data that you need? I mean, what happens then? Is it just not in the pre-set forms? It's not going to be like if I don't have their social and I don't put that in there, what's going to happen then?
No big deal, as long as we get it before we actually send off the package to the lender. So we'll let you know, if there's anything missing. We have a pretty thorough review process of all the information that you sent to us. So if there's any bits of information that is essential, we'll definitely contact you and let you know.
Okay. And what states can you negotiate in, and what states can't you? I guess that's another one.
We're actively negotiating short sales all across the country. Chances are there's a local realtor you might know that we're negotiating a short sale for in your state. But there are a few states that you actually have to be a licensed short sale negotiator in. Usually you just have to be a licensed agent to be a licensed negotiator. But for residency purposes, we can't currently negotiate in the states of California, Washington, Connecticut, Florida, and Oregon. Those are 5 states that, for now, we can't negotiate in, but maybe sometime in the future. Who knows?
Okay. All right. Good to know. Now, one thing I worked with another negotiator in the past, and it didn't work out for me, and so I just want to know how working with you could possibly change my listing, because they wanted me to do all kinds of funny stuff. And
that's a very common question, Randall. We get that all the time. How are you going to change my listing? How am I going to make sure I get paid? And basically, we don't change anything. Your listing stays the same. We fight, in fact, to make sure that you get your 6%, or if there's another agent, your 3%. But we don't charge you anything out of your commission. We don't change the listing. The only way that your listing is going to be modified is that we ask that whenever we do send our short sale package to the lender, that you don't remove it from MLS, you don't show it as pending, that you just keep it active.
Okay.
And this goes back to the first question, is that our offer probably isn't going to get accepted, so we need to attract some retail buyers. We need some more offers coming in so that when we do get an approval from the lender, we can easily substitute that retail buyer for our offer.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. So that kind of answered my next question, which was what happens if the lender doesn't accept your offer. So I appreciate that. You were on point and got ahead of me there. How do I know, again, going back to working with the other negotiator, we would submit things to the negotiator, we never heard anything back, and it just, it was a painful process because we didn't know where we were. So how do I know any of the status of the deal and make sure that you guys are actually performing? You're doing your job and doing what you're saying you're doing.
Definitely. That's what sets Premier Mitigation Services apart from other third-party negotiators. We keep you in the loop the whole period, during the whole negotiation stage. So our system actually allows us to generate email notifications to you directly, you being the listing agent, every time we enter a note on the file. So not only any time that we call into the lender and request some kind of status update, but anytime the file is being worked at all. If we just requested an updated HUD from title, or if we received the title commitment, you're going to get an email update every time something is entered on the file.
Okay, fantastic, appreciate it. And obviously one thing that's big on my mind is how do you get paid?
That's a good question. That's actually the most commonly asked question. We get paid from the buyer. This is very important. We don't charge you or your seller anything up front or anything at closing. You guys won't have to pay a penny. We charge actually the buyer a fee at closing, and that's fully disclosed in the HUD 1 since the very preliminary HUD 1. And we can get into the details on what we charge them and how we charge them, whenever you submit a deal to us.
Okay. Another question is why should I send it to you and not just negotiate it myself?
That's a good question. You can negotiate yourself. There's nothing wrong with you negotiating your own short sales as the agent. In fact, I tell people, if you have one short sale file, go ahead and try to negotiate yourself and see how you like it. Most agents have 2 or 3 short sales, and they're frankly too complicated and too time consuming to do yourself. Every day, the short sale negotiations process gets more complicated and more complicated, depending on which lender you're dealing with. We have not only the resources and the staff, but most importantly, the experience to handle all of your short sale files. There's no volume that's too big for us. We treat our clients with 1 file the same as what we treat a client with 50 files with us. So what I would say is to try us out on one deal, and see the results that you get on your short sales negotiations. I guarantee you'll be sending us more files.
Fantastic. Again, Randall McLeod. I'm sitting here with Joaquin Caballero, Premier Mitigation Services. Hope this answered some of your general questions about what we do and how we work. If you have any more questions, please feel free to give us a call or send us an email. All our information is right there online. Thanks. Have a good day.